Hey guys, today I'm filming my hit or quit thoughts on hauls, where I'm going to be reviewing all the products I featured in a haul video a year ago to let you know my current thoughts on these products. And I actually flip-flopped these videos. I guess that I thought I had filmed this one and then I went to edit it and realized no, I filmed my February one, not my January one. So months are swapped. No, it doesn't matter. And this should be a shorter video, so that's good. And I will start with a whole bunch of awesome skincare purchases, and basically I was able to restock several of my holy grail skincare products at really good deals. When you guys know good deals get me excited. I mean, I think good deals get everybody excited, but it is something in me that is, you know, passed down generation from generation of loving a good deal. So I have to try to keep that in check and not buy something just because it's on sale. But these were all good things. I can't remember the details of the sales for everything, so I will have a haul video linked. But first, I purchased the Clinique All About Clean 2-in-1 Charcoal Mask and Scrub. I've never used it like a mask. I always use it like a scrub. Amazing sandy consistency that really helps to exfoliate the skin without being harsh. This is something that I literally have never heard anybody talk about. I was able to try this years ago. I had gotten a couple minis in an Ulta freebie bag, which I've not gotten anymore for years and years. And that's how I was able to try this. Absolutely fell in love. It used to be in blue packaging with a different name, but luckily the formula is the same. It takes me like a year to go through this, which is amazing. Totally worth the money. This almost never goes on sale, and it was actually part of the Ulta Love Your Skin event, which is the skincare version of 21 Days of Beauty. I know Ulta's tried to play us a couple of times with doing different sales, but this is amazing. Holy grail. If it goes on sale half off again, I will buy it because it's so rare. This was the first time I had ever seen this that discounted. There are sometimes where Ulta will do like an app exclusive 30% off all Clinique, which I still think is a good deal, but y'all know me, hold out for usually 50%, but I'm okay with 40% off as well. And then also during the Ulta Love Your Skin event, the Believe Aqua Bomb was included. You guys know this is my holy grail daytime moisturizer. It's a really great gel consistency, but I have tried several other gels. I've actually tried products that are supposed to be dupe for this, like the Neutrogena Hydra Gel, and something about that feels like jelly. It feels a little like stickier or goopier. This isn't a gel cream, it's just a gel, but something about it feels very silky and is just like superior to other things I've tried that are supposed to be similar. So you guys know this is my holy grail. I've been super lucky to have received some PR from LG Beauty, so I have backups of this as well, and then I ended up getting one from Scapers. So I am totally set on this. I have several minis, but whenever I get minis, I refuse to share them, and I've been very good about sharing my freebies and only keeping a couple things that I get. But if it's Belief, it's staying with me, baby. I'm not sharing it. This is just the perfect amount of moisture for my oily skin. Sometimes in the dead of winter during the day I need a little bit more, but this is just incredible. Highly recommend. Then from Macy's, they had this 2-pack of the Moisture Bomb, and I think it came out to be like around 50% off. I think the set was 40% off, but when you look at the value of the set, it was a really fantastic deal. So it came with a full size of the Moisture Bomb and then a travel size of the Moisture Bomb. This is way bigger than an actual deluxe size sample, which I think has like 10 mils. This is 25 mils and the full size is 50. So this is amazing. It has super cute little packaging on the top here, little hippos on surfboards. You know, why not? But I'm using the full size right now. I'm not that picky about nighttime moisturizers. I want something a little bit heavier. I feel like that's helping to, you know, balance my skin since I don't want that much during the day. But this is a great cream that's really hydrating and smooth, but does not feel heavy, sticky like so many other products do. For me, I am just like all about consistency and texture and the way that things feel in my skin, and I think this is incredible. So absolute holy grail. And I do have other backups of that as well. And then I was so lucky to find the Belief Moisturizing Eye Balm set at TJ Maxx. I got 2 of them. It was more than 50% off. It was such a good deal. And also in the kit came a travel size of the hydrating toner. I do think that one is a good product. A couple minis of the Moisture Bomb, which was awesome because that does not come in Ulta for gifts as much as the Aqua Bomb. So now I had 2 extra little mini Moisture Bombs for traveling, so that was perfect. And then I did have 2 of the Aqua Bomb cleanser minis. I just don't like this. I don't like the consistency of it. I don't like the way that it foams up. So that's something that I understand why it always comes in the sets, but I always just pass them on, or whenever I get them as Ulta for gift. That is like the one belief thing that is not my favorite that I will pass on. Everything else I end up keeping. But I love this eye cream. So I am someone that is prone to milia under my eyes. My eyes are like the only sensitive part on my face and really on my body. And I will often have products that burn my eyes if they travel in there, which of course they're going to, and this doesn't. This is an amazing gel cream consistency that again is hydrating without being heavy, but it's not sticky. It is incredible. A little goes a long way. So happy that I was able to get these really good deals, and I have some minis of this for travel as well. So all of those are holy grail products that I absolutely recommend. So then I actually have several products from this haul that are no longer in my collection for one reason or another. So I'll have to insert some pictures. But first would be the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I got it in the shade 0 because the shade 1 is too dark for me. 0 is a much better match. I decluttered this a couple months ago because it just makes me way too greasy, unfortunately. Whether I use it as like an all over skin tint or just to highlight certain areas of my face, it just makes me too greasy. I'm not gonna just put it on the top of my cheekbone. I'm using up a liquid highlight right now, and this is so subtle, and I wear so much makeup on top. I wear such like full coverage makeup a lot of times that it wasn't totally showing through. It was more about the experience than about the result for me. And again, it ended up making me too greasy. So not for my skin type, but I'm sure would be lovely for other people. And then I guess there were some other products on sale for good prices, which is why I chose to pick them up. So I tried the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant Concealer, and I did find it to just be a little too shimmery under the eye. I was trying to, you know, have a more youthful look and not be so matte, and it just is not for me. I think the Ultra Creamy one is just okay. I just am such an original fan still, so that one did go back. And then I did try the NYX Pro Fix Concealer Stick, I believe, and I've ended up returning that because there was not a good shade for me. I went in store and I swatched and tried the different shades, and there just was not a good one. And this is something that I wanted to use as a spot concealer, but I have the NARS Soft Matte Pot Concealer. I do think that they are comparable in the formula and the way that they work on the skin. I've seen some people use this for under the eyes. I know that there are some correcting shades in there, and people seem to be able to blend it quite nicely. I never tried mine under the eye, so I cannot share my personal thoughts there. But I think this would be a really awesome product for spot concealing, and I was hoping to have a good shade match because I thought it would be perfect to have in my purse for on the go if some of my makeup was wearing off or if I had a pimple coming through during the day. So I would love for them to expand the shade range, because I would absolutely buy it again if I could find a good shade match for a touch-up product. But I was very impressed. This was really nice and smooth. It wasn't greasy, but it wasn't too dry either. It was a really good formula. Next, the Pat McGrath Holiday Face Palettes were on like a sneaky sale on Ulta, and I was so happy to see this. I sent the deal to the Beauty Steal, and then it sold out, which was really exciting, except that Ulta messed up my order and sent me a duplicate, and then of course it was sold out, so they couldn't send me the right product. So I ended up buying it off Pat's website. It was 50% off at Ulta, and I bought it 40% off from Pat. But that means I do actually still have a duplicate palette. If anybody would be interested in purchasing, let me know. But these are so gorgeous. I'm really sad that Pat didn't do a face palette in her holiday collection last year. They're my favorite products from her. So this is the one that I bought from Pat, I believe. This is the Forever Nude, which has Opal Allure Highlight Naked Peony Blush, which is so gorgeous, and Nude Honey Bronzer. Really amazing. I love her highlight formula as well, which I think that she's like discontinuing them, which is sad. I don't know why, but I think all of these products perform really well really pretty shades. I think her cheek products are awesome. Now, I don't necessarily think that they're better than others, which is why, you know, I only have a couple of the singles, but the palettes I think are really awesome, and I love a face palette. And this is the one that I have a duplicate of, so let me know if you're interested in purchasing. This one is called Nirvana in Bloom. So we have Bronze Nirvana, Bronzer, Sunset Bloom Blush, and a Lotus Nectar highlighter. I love these two shades so much, especially now this is not the perfect bronzer for me, but I can make it work. And again, it's so worth it for those two shades. So I think that this was a great purchase, great deal, and they are just so pretty and they do perform really well. I just think Pat's a little overrated. Next, I had purchased like a She Glam like lip clicky pin in Flamingo. I thought the formula was like a little goopier and stickier than I prefer. Now, you guys know I do like something that's like a little bit messy, but I don't want it to feel sticky. And the shade was a little pinker than I expected. I feel like at least at the time, I'm not sure if they've expanded, I didn't think their shade range was the best. So it's something that I passed on, and since then I've gotten a lot more affordable ones and I think are better than that. So it's okay. You know, I know they're really affordable, but not necessarily something that I love, and I didn't choose to keep it in my collection. Then this is something that my mom had added to my stocking for Christmas. This is the Solitaire Lip Oil Balm in Dragon Fruit, and this is a really pretty pink shade. I do think this is nice and hydrating. Has a really nice scent. This is a little thicker but not sticky. This is a really nice formula, and the Solitaire lip balms are finally at Ulta, but unfortunately only like half of the shades. They had new colors that, when I say new, I mean those have been out for like, I guess not quite a year, maybe a year. They have been out, and I was really wanting to get like the buff color. I keep checking their TikTok shop to see if they're gonna have ever like free shipping one day. No, they are not. And these, maybe they're at Target now. They were not at Target before, even though the rest of Solitaire's products were there. So I really think they should do that. But I know this is a popular product, so maybe they get more people to buy from their site by keeping these site exclusive. Rambling, but anyway, definitely check out Ulta now that some of the shades are available now. I do think this is a really pretty color and a nice formula and affordable compared to some other options. Next, I was able to get a product from Skeepers, and this is from when I had just the consumer account, not the influencer account. So it's way harder to snag products. There's lesser quantity, there's fewer items to choose from, but my friend Jamie let me know that this was available, so I ran over there and was able to snag it. So this is a Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Powder, and I think this is so good. I really appreciate that Huda usually has like a decent quantity available on Skeepers, or some brands have like a smaller amount and stuff will sell out sometimes in under a minute, which is bonkers. But this is something I'm actually using, not today, but I am currently panning, and I do think this is a nice brightening pink powder without looking scary. I mean, I wouldn't wear it with a straight up warm tone look, but with something that's a little bit peachier or more cooler tone, I think this looks really nice. I'm surprised kind of that people don't feel like it's drying. I don't, but I do think that this gives more of like a soft matte look to the skin, but I think this is fantastic. I wish it was unscented, but the scent, as I've been continuing to use it, has been bothering me less and less, and it was never bothering my skin. It was just like my preference. I don't like scented face makeup in particular, but I think this is a really nice powder. I don't know that I would repurchase once I use it up, but I would probably get the translucent one again. But I do think this is really nice. Definitely recommend. And I feel like, you know, I know there were some other popular pink powders before them, but I don't know. I feel like it started the craze, and now I've tried some from other brands as well. Then some other PR things. I had gotten the holiday kit from Tower 28, which is so nice. They have sent me in particular like their holiday releases for a couple of years. So this was a duo of the Chill Gloss, which is just a clear, and Chestnut, and this holiday set was actually re-promoted from 2 years ago. You guys know last year I just finished my original gloss, so it's really nice to have a backup. I wish this was a permanent shade because this is a gorgeous warm nude, and there is a little bit of shimmer in there. Stunning. You guys know this is one of my favorite gloss formulas. It's really nice and smooth, super shiny, not sticky at all. Doesn't wear for a long time, but I do not mind reapplying it. I hope that they will add some more shades. I know they've done like one here or there as part of a holiday set, but I want some like cream colors like this, more pigmented ones. So I hope to see that soon from them, but such a good formula, definitely recommend. Then I had gotten the Kaja Wink Dazzle shadow sticks, and that I think was one of the last packages I got from Kaja, which is sad. They've had some fun releases that I've wished that I've been able to be sent, but they stopped sending out PR forms, and it's because people got a hold of them, and tons of people got this like PR package from Kaja, and after that they stopped sending out their emails with forms, and I have not been able to get back in touch with them, unfortunately. But these shadow sticks were just not for me. So there were 3 shimmers and 3 mattes, and then on the other side was a shimmer pigment, but it was the kind where you had like a spongy applicator that like bounced into a solid pigment, and I just found it to be really difficult to apply. I mean, I would get the product to pick up on the sponge, but I had a real challenge getting it to adhere to the eye. I think it would be fine if you were doing just the inner corner, but if you were trying to cover the entire lid, you would have to go back and forth so many times. So I understand the concept, but I don't think that it performed perfectly. I thought the shadow sticks were good, not amazing. I would pick my Laura Mercier over those. You guys know I love the Laura Mercier, and the Bobbi Brown are really good too. So I would say pass. Was a really cute concept and not a terrible product, but just not amazing. So those are my thoughts on all of the things that I got last January, and I would love to hear your thoughts on these. And again, let me know if you're interested in purchasing my duplicate palette. We can talk about price and all of that, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.